J.C. Corcoran with Chris Gazelle on KTRS.
I'll count you down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, live from West County Nissan. Big grand opening going on a little bit later on. That's where we are today with word that Sandusky guy is going to go from Penn State to the state pen. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Here's Trish with the.
Wow. All right, we're going to get to.
I saved that up for. This is the thanks I get.
We're going to get to that in a minute, but first I need to correct something I said earlier because we were talking about the Oscars. Academy Award producer Brett Ratner said a gay slur during rehearsals, and so he resigned, or they pretty much said, hey,
forced
you gotta
him out,
go,
yeah.
whatever. So then Eddie Murphy says, well, if he's not doing it, I'm not doing it. So now they got a new producer. It's Brian Grazer. Grazer. He did 24.
Right.
So now he says he's going to try to get Eddie Murphy back. But now there's...
If your name is Billy Crystal, I wouldn't make any plans for February.
Right. So Billy Crystal's been mentioned, Steve Martin, Neil Patrick Harris. They also said that they could be going with multiple hosts, which I think is a horrible idea because they tried that once for another award show when they had all the reality hosts do it, and it was Ryan Seacrest, Jeff Probst, and the guy from Amazing Race. It was absolutely horrible.
Please, no more Whoopi Goldberg. That's all I ask.
But there's also a Facebook movement, and we know how those work because they got Betty White on SNL, right? Facebook movement to have the Muppets host the Oscars.
Okay, remember when Rob Lowe was singing to Snow White and everybody thought that was going to kill off the Academy Awards once and for all? Don't do stupid stuff like that.
Just don't have a host then. If you can't come up with a good one, then just don't have a host. Have the announcer guy present the next.
I don't even know why you need a show. Okay?
Yeah, just don't even have the show.
Just put out the winners on the internet and we'll just take it from there.
Or at least don't make it 3.5 hours. All right, let's get back to the Penn State thing because, of course, celebrities have to speak their mind and they have to tweet about it. And now Ashton Kutcher is suffering a little backlash from what he tweeted yesterday because he had, I don't know how, but had no idea about the scandal that was going on and tweeted, "How do you fire Joe Pa?" So, of course, everyone's like, what are you talking about, you idiot? Why would you put that? So then he tweets back, as of immediately, I will stop tweeting until I find a way to properly manage this feed. Because, he is always on a campaign against child exploitation. So he's always speaking out against this.
But when your view of the TV with CNN on it is obscured by a pile of skanky hookers, sometimes you're just not up to date on what's going on the news.
So now he has turned his Twitter feed over to his management team. He put it on his blog, and he said, I'm usually responsible for tweeting everything, but I got to turn it over to these other people because I keep saying stupid stuff, is basically what he said.
I'm with you.
You had this earlier in your entertainment report. Piers Morgan, his CNN show is just too much, along with America's Got Talent, so he has resigned from
The man
America's
is
Got
exhausted,
Talent.
ladies and gentlemen. He has to sit there with two other judges and say, you're really good, you're not that good, you're somewhere in the middle.
I'm tired.
I got to go back to my trailer.
All right, you also mentioned this. There was this VH1 reality show called Secrets of Aspen. Of course, I watched it because it was a stupid reality show. There's this girl on there, Laura Bellizzi, and she says she's pregnant with Mel Gibson's child.
That's the 35-year-old woman. Okay.
Yes,
right,
that's the 35-year-old woman. She was on a reality show, Secrets of Aspen on VH1. You can Google her. Her name will pop up. She says she's pregnant with Mel Gibson's baby. We'll see how that turned out. And also, paternity test coming for Justin Bieber with his baby mama, the one who says has his, what is the kid, like 4 months old?
Well, he's just smiling his way through this whole thing and saying, this is ridiculous. This woman's just trying to make money. And, of course, she's not exactly pure as the driven snow either. So, but it doesn't necessarily preclude her from having had something to do with this.
Well, and Scott Sherman said yesterday that if he is the father of her baby, he was 16.
So now she's in trouble.
She could be charged with statutory rape.
Statutory rape.
Oh, my gosh. Real quick, Anderson Cooper, his show Anderson, the daytime talk show, has been renewed for season 2. And Rick Perry is going to deliver tonight's top 10 list.
I love that one.
Probably make fun of himself.
The only thing he can do at this point, the only thing Rick Perry can do is to go on and make more fun of himself than anybody else can do. And if he's smart, he goes on Saturday Night Live this weekend, too, and just tries to diffuse this whole thing.
All right, we got The Office on tonight, Parks and Recreation.
What am I doing trying to help Rick Perry, by the way? What's wrong with me?
Project Accessory, which I know you're excited about. That's on tonight on Lifetime, 9 o'clock. Don't miss it. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
All right.
I'm Trish. That's the trash.
This video was produced by iCast Studios. For more, go to iCaststudios.com.